Now, this is a good story. Hey, Christine, why don't we, Christine, David, Heather, Pomp? Guess I'm the last one left. A lot of good memories in this old newsroom, but it's time to go. Better things ahead. Hey, don't worry, guys. I'll get the lights. Anybody here? Kim? Ray? Royce? Brianna? Guess I'm the first one here, so let me be the first to welcome you to our new newsroom and the future of KDKA.
Live from the KDKA Broadcast Center, this is KDKA-TV News.
You're watching KDKA-TV News. This is KDKA-TV News.
Now, the hometown advantage.
You're watching KDKA-TV News. Now, live from Gateway Center, this is Eyewitness News from KDKA-TV 2 Pittsburgh. TV2's Eyewitness News Update with Ray Tannehill, Patty Burns.
Eyewitness News at noon with Bill Burns.
Here is the world tonight. News of happenings around the world tonight. In the world tonight, the world of tomorrow.
Thanks, Bill. That world of tomorrow you speak of, well, it begins right now. This is the new home of KDKA. Welcome to our totally remodeled, state-of-the-art newsroom. For decades, this is where KDKA's newscasts have begun. And with this renovation, we've ensured this is where our newscasts will continue to begin for decades to come. So now we're pulling back the curtain and giving you a behind-the-scenes tour.
Workspace inspires, and in some cases it can even be aspirational.
This room right here, it's about the people and where we're going to go the next 20 or 30 years.
This is incredibly wide open. It is a place built literally for collaboration.
For more than 30 years, the KDKA News team has been collaborating in this newsroom on the ground floor of One Gateway Center, but perhaps never quite like this. For many of those years, our newsroom served as the backdrop for everything from reporter live shots to entire newscasts to major breaking news. But maybe you've noticed you haven't seen it in a while, and there's a reason for that. You see, after decades of use, our old newsroom was, let's just say it was worn out.
History was here, but so was dust. A lot of dust, right? And now it's clean, it's open, and it creates an energy.
Just check out some of these before pics and you'll no doubt agree that a makeover was well overdue. So last summer, the entire KDKA News team packed up and moved here to a much smaller area on the other side of our station. At the same time, our engineering and IT teams began the Herculean task of taking the newsroom down to the studs.
The engineering and IT teams both work tirelessly. They're the offense and defensive lines. Nothing gets done without them.
It started with a massive clean out of all the old, dated, dirty, dingy furniture. Then came Demolition Day. All of us got a chance to take a few swings before we let the experts take over. For months, construction crews worked from sunup to sundown, first gutting the place, then rebuilding it from the ground up, while also encountering a few obstacles along the way, one major one in particular.
After 30 years, we found a bundle of cable about that big, and so just trying to sift through them, hoping that we didn't cut the wrong one and take anything off the air.
They didn't. In fact, they kept 2 TV stations and a streaming channel up and running the entire time, and when they were done, the entire KDKA family gathered to christen our new digs.
3, 2, 1.
led by sports anchor Bob Pompiani and studio technician Becky Check, who've both seen a lot in their 40-plus years here. And our beautiful new newsroom isn't the only part of this remodel. Where a long corridor of offices used to be, now sits wide open communal spaces for people to work or, get this, just hang out. And if you really want to chill out, get a load of this, our new basement lounge, complete with ping pong, Scrabble, and shuffleboard. This space used to house our art department, and before that, this was actually where the KDKA newsroom used to be back in the 1970s and 80s. You might remember seeing it in this old promo, or news updates. It's where legends like Bill and Patty Burns once walked the halls, but this is a far cry from Patty and Daddy's KDKA.
The space in and of itself is beautiful, but it's actually the touches that really energize me. The technology, the care that's been put into the employee experience, and I think it's such a modern space and place now, and that kind of environment leads to that kind of reporting, that kind of storytelling, and so it's just very exciting.
And we get hit all the time, right, with we're a business of communication, but we never communicate. This throws that away. We can now connect like we haven't been able to before.
I think I'm just most proud of the way it looks. I mean, it's night and day difference between what it was 4 short months ago.
People here take such pride in everything that they do, and pride that they are a part of covering news and making the communities of Pittsburgh and the whole area better places to live.
I think that you're going to see a better product. You're going to see KDKA continue to blaze the trail in Pittsburgh and for the rest of the country to follow us in what we do.
And what KDKA does better than just about any other station in this country is it doesn't rest. It's always asking, how can we serve our viewers? How can we be better storytellers? How can we be better journalists and partners in our communities and to our communities than we have been? And it's that spirit that ensures that KDKA, as a legacy brand, will continue to be a relevant one for decades to come.
So, we've showed you around the new space, but how did we get here? We're going back to the future. Next.
Here's to Pittsburgh. Here's to Mount Washington's view. Here's to a shot and a brew. Here's to a trip to the Strip. The flowers it fits in Pittsburgh. Here's to the houses restored and the country explored round Pittsburgh. Here's to Frisbees at Brick. Here's to fishing the creek. A game at 3 rivers and a team that delivers. Here's to skippers on Gateway Clippers. Here's to the hard hats and sparks and the north and south parts of Pittsburgh. From bocce to bowl.